Did you know that the first mission in Grand Theft Auto 5 has a Bigfoot reference? How about that there is a nod to the Karate Kid? Or that you can find an alien frozen in ice? Okay, well you probably knew that last one, but there are so many jokes and references hidden around GTA 5. Let's see how many we can find in the first mission.
Get down there! Alright, everybody pays attention, no one gets hurt! Go! Open the door! They'll get worse than hurt! Hey! Hey! Ah! Come on! Finally! Don't do any crap! Let's go! Shut up! Shut the f*** up! Come on! In the back! Come on!
Once we take control of Michael, switching to first-person perspective allows us to identify the manufacturer of the firearm he is holding as Vom Fuhr, a company whose name translates to "from the fire." There is limited information available about Vom Fuhr, and they are only mentioned on the Bossack website in relation to their publicly available stocks. Vom Fuhr is headquartered in Vienna, Austria, and is renowned for their handguns in addition to their production of towable gun carriages and mounted weapons. Interestingly, Vom Fuhr appears on certain structures in Grapeseed, implying that they are either affiliated with or involved in the manufacturing of farming equipment, which seems a little suspect if you ask me.
Wouldn't want to with those farmers, am I right?
Now we see a Lombank sign that reads, Lombank, from April 2002. All cash withdrawals will require photo ID, driver's license, state photo ID card, passport, which is all standard, but then we see our first satirical joke the game throws at us. Our time is your money. This suggests that the time and effort they put into their work is directly tied to the value that their customers receive, and that the customers should be willing to pay for the service provided. Essentially, their time is more valuable than yours. Here we can observe the logo of Bobcat Security, the establishment that is currently being robbed. This organization is exclusive to GTA 5 and is modeled after either the Brinks Company or Loomis, both American security firms. Directly below, we can see a card with the message, "Come down my chimney," which is quite suggestive and humorous, inviting someone to enter the sender's body in a similar way to Santa descending down a chimney on Christmas Eve, albeit with a more vulgar and adult tone, complete with a little innuendo. Next we see the Rainwater Dispenser, a bottled water manufacturer in the world of GTA. You can find their water coolers in a variety of public and private spaces, including hospitals, offices, and showrooms around Los Santos and Liberty City. The company's motto, L'eau du ciel, which translates to the water of the sky, suggests that they sell bottled rainwater. The vending machines found in-game contain a warning that the water may contain acid and dirt, indicating that rain's water may be poorly filtered, and clearly a reference to acid rain, which is
a type of environmental pollution caused by the release of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides into the atmosphere. Acid rain is often caused by human activities, such as burning fossil fuels for energy and transportation and industrial processes.
We also see the motto,
Le ciel est beau pleurant,
which roughly translates to the sky is crying, which is a metaphorical phrase that is often used to describe heavy rainfall or a thunderstorm. The phrase suggests that the rain or storm is like the tears of the sky or clouds, as if the sky is expressing sadness or grief. It is a poetic way of describing a natural phenomenon and is often used in literature and music to convey emotions and moods. This, when taken more literally, could allude to the idea that the sky is in a sort of physical pain due to the ongoing global warming crisis and damage from pollution. Alongside the rain logo, we can see that this water dispenser is manufactured by Blick, a common appliance manufacturer in the world, producing a wide array of products including coffee machines, vending machines, radios, and security systems. A couple newspapers and magazines are visible in the lobby. On the front page of the Daily Globe, we come across the phrase, "spinning the latest news," which can be summed up as presenting information in a biased or distorted manner to influence the audience's perception. This suggests that the news presenter is trying to manipulate the narrative to suit their own interests or agenda, rather than provide an accurate and impartial account of events. In another newspaper, we can find the initial reference to Fruit Computers, in a quote that reads, "Fruit wins portable music player battle," a clear reference to the real-life tech giant Apple Inc. The company and its products become more integral to the story later on. Along with that, we see the mention of Maze Bank in a headline and photo of their logo. Nothing too notable to say about this headline, but worth pointing out that it's our first mention of the in-game bank. A magazine titled Talkin' Balls is also seen on the table, which is obviously a magazine about soccer and not a publication about men's
genitalia,
with headlines like Liberty Cox versus Super Stroikas and The Rivals Give Us Access to All Areas. It's all very tongue-in-cheek. Upon entering the adjacent room, a warning sign can be seen on the door, which states, "Security door, police linked intruder alarm, restricted access," and urges us to
obey and survive.
The sign also bears the words, "City of Los Santos, founded 1781," alongside a seal featuring an image of a beaver, a flag, an owl clutching a mouse in its beak, and a Bigfoot. More on him in a later episode. Additionally, there are rose motifs, stars, and the symbol of the Epsilon program. The Epsilon program is a religious sect
It's a cult. It's a cult.
led by Chris Formage and his associates, both inside and outside the current paradigm. Followers of the group are known as Epsilonists and believe in multiple paradigms, with the 4th, 9th, and 10th being the only ones mentioned. It is intriguing to see the symbol of the Epsilon program on the official seal of the city, raising questions as to its significance. After entering the room, we spot a computer monitor displaying the operating system named Facade. This is likely meant to be satirical, implying that the operating system's user interface is designed to appear sleek and user-friendly, but in reality, there may be hidden problems or limitations that are not immediately noticeable to users. Here is our first mention of the in-game Major League Baseball team, the Corkers. The name Corkers is believed to reference the illegal practice of corking bats, which is the process of hollowing out a baseball bat and filling the cavity with a lighter material such as cork or rubber. The purpose of corking a bat is to make it lighter, which can increase the bat speed and potentially result in hitting the ball at a farther distance. Here is a sticker for Honker's Gentlemen's Club, a prominent establishment in the world of Grand Theft Auto 4. Its architectural design bears a striking resemblance to the real-life Satin Dolls strip club, which is famously depicted in the television series The Sopranos as the Bada Bing Strip Club. Also notable, the Honkers logo shares a remarkable likeness to the Honker Burger logo featured in the animated series Doug. The club's name itself serves as a euphemism for
Breasts.
aligning with the branding of the popular Hooters restaurant chain. In the same room, a personnel schedule can be spotted with the names of several employees, including
Al.
Alexander,
Angus. Phil.
Am I missing anyone? Oh yeah, Jasper, the security officer who unmasks Michael, is not even listed on the schedule, which begs the question of whether or not he was even supposed to be working that day. It is possible that he doesn't work here at all, considering this is a weekly schedule and there is no mention of Jasper. A random side note, you can see the same schedule used inside the vault, but the image is flipped upside down and inverted. Also in this room, we can observe the Blick T1000 flashlights, which are modeled after the real-world Firefield T1000 flashlights. It is unclear whether this is a nod to the T1000 character from the Terminator 2 film or simply a coincidence. Moving forward, we can now see the logo of Badger, a mobile phone company present in GTA 4 and 5.
Badger? 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 We don't need no stinking badger!
In this context, Badger appears to serve as a more hardwired phone solution that may potentially operate in conjunction with the security system. Following the cutscene, Michael and Trevor begin to make their escape past shipping crates sporting the Go Postal logo. This fictional postal company is portrayed in typical GTA fashion, with a name that reflects the common expression for being extremely angry and violent in a workplace setting. The phrase originated in the 1980s in the US to describe violent incidents where postal workers attacked colleagues or customers, and its use is now considered insensitive and offensive to those affected by workplace violence. The company's slogan, "We aim not to lose it," while here referring to a package being delivered only further underscores the connection between weapons and losing one's temper or sanity. Furthermore, Go Postal's train transportation branch features the slogan, "Go Loco Railroad." After exiting the building, we can ascend to the roof to spot a container labeled Vitreous, otherwise known as Vitreous Glassmasters. This glass company appears to specialize in container glass products and air conditioning parts. The term vitreous is an uncommon adjective that denotes something that is glassy or shares properties with the glass. This may explain the company's slogan, "Real Glass Men with Union Pride," which could be a play on words, to reference the notion of union blue-collar jobs and the idea of being a
real ass man.
Or a real ass man. A real ass man?
You are the ass man.
Ass man. Ass man.
After descending to street level, we come across a high-voltage power box labeled with the alphanumeric code L33T. This code refers to the term LEET, which originated from online gaming culture to describe individuals who possess exceptional skills and knowledge in a particular game or technology. The term LEET is an abbreviation of the word elite and is commonly associated with top-tier gamers who are highly skilled and accomplished in their field. Next, we notice some boxes adorned with the belly-up triad fish logo, originally featured in GTA 3 and has also been seen in GTA Advance and GTA Liberty City Stories. As we continue our escape, we can see a tipping trailer with the Brute logo on it. They are a manufacturer found in Los Santos, Liberty City, and North Yankton. They construct automobiles and heavy machinery. I was doing some research to see what the AGP 2055 meant, and I found a psalm from the Bible that seemingly fits the situation quite accurately, albeit reversed. 5520 is a verse from the Book of Psalms in the Bible. Psalm 55 verse 20 reads, "My companion attacks his friends. He violates his covenant." This verse is part of a larger prayer in which the psalmist expresses distress over the betrayal of a close friend. The psalmist laments the pain of being deceived and expresses the desire for justice to be done. Overall, it seems to highlight the importance of trust and loyalty in relationships and the consequences of betrayal. It is a reminder to be careful in choosing our companions and always honor our commitments to others. As we approach the getaway vehicle, we get a glimpse of a city welcome sign stating "Welcome to Ludendorff," established in 1945 with the slogan, "Home of the Midwest's Biggest Beaver," which is a play on words. In this context, beaver refers to an animal best known for their exceptional ability to construct dams. However, the word beaver can also be a slang term for
Female genitalia.
which adds an unexpected twist to the sign. The sign's wording creates a humorous double entendre, as it can be interpreted both literally and figuratively.
We move quick, we can beat the train.
Following our escape, and after the unnamed driver is shot, there is an interesting discovery to be made in the frozen river running alongside the road. During the car chase, take a right where the railroad tracks meet the road. Descend down the embankment to the frozen river and come to a halt under the bridge. Here, the corpse of an alien can be spotted through the ice in the frozen river.
In the snow.
Next, we see a gravestone reading Michael Townley, husband, father, friend, 1965 to 2004. The contrast between the inscription and Michael's actions creates a sense of irony, as his behavior contradicts the sentiment on the gravestone.
Alright, roll the intro.
Alright, on with the show. As the story picks up 9 years later with Franklin and Lamar along the shores of Vespucci Beach, our attention is immediately drawn to a conspicuous Bobcat security alarm sign. Nice to see they made a recovery after that debacle. Upon further observation, we notice the presence of garbage and recycling bins adorned with the letters RSNRTH, presumably an abbreviation for Rockstar North. Additionally, the appearance of the numbers 281078 can be seen. There seems to be some uncertainty regarding its significance, as it may pertain to a historical event on the date of October 28, 1978, which I was not able to find any connection with, or it could be a hex code. This is what I found. As you can see in both of these examples, they make a purplish blue color. This tone does not seem to align with the conventional blue hue featured in the Rockstar North's logo, although it is worth noting that the design has been rendered in a spectrum of different colors, including purple. So maybe we're onto something here. After selecting our preferred vehicle and as our protagonists make their departure, if you look closely, you can spot an LSPD sign bearing an identical symbol and slogan as the one previously observed on the security door. In first-person view, we can see the car stereo conspicuously branded Mein Macht, translating to My Power. Hailing from Germany, this electronic company is responsible for the production of an array of in-game audio equipment, including car stereos, home stereo systems, subwoofers, and headphones. Additionally, Mein Macht is also involved in sponsoring racing activities, further reinforcing their presence within the game's virtual world. As we flee in our cars, we leave behind a vast array of shops, hotels, and other businesses in Los Santos. However, we will take a closer look at those areas when we come across them in later missions. After making our getaway, we arrive at Premium Deluxe Motorsport. We spot a power metal hydraulic engine hoist. The brand boasts the slogan, "For those about to work," likely a playful reference to the AC/DC song, "For Those About to Rock." Power Metal appears to be the in-game equivalent of Craftsman and sponsors racing activities, including appearing as sponsors on the liveries of the Jester and the Massacro vehicles. Just beyond the hoist, we can spot a sign with SL50 printed on it. This is the national drug code for the little blue pill, sildenafil, otherwise known as Viagra. At the dealership, we have come across a few certificates that don't seem to have much significance. One of them is a certificate of compliance, while the other appears to be a duplicated photocopy of a certificate of conformity for complete vehicles. A COC is an official document that verifies the vehicle's compliance with government regulations and requirements, and permits its use on public roads. This document is issued by the vehicle manufacturer or an authorized representative and contains technical specifications, environmental and safety standards compliance, and identification details. It serves as legal proof that the vehicle meets necessary requirements for registration and use on the roads in the country where it was manufactured or imported. The fact that we only have a duplicate photocopy of the COC could be cause for concern, as it suggests that Simeon might be engaging in questionable practices by not displaying the original document. Let's now shift our focus to the selection of auto-related products and apparel showcased in the display cases. Among them is a range of products that seem to have a playful, humorous theme. For instance, there is a product called Motion Lotion, which seems to be a tongue-in-cheek reference to personal lubricants. We can also see the taglines, "Now even bigger," and "Tighten your nuts." Furthermore, there is a can of windshield grease that has the phrase "wax on, wax off" printed on it, which is a nod to the famous line from the 1984 movie, The Karate Kid. Beneath the collection of lubricants, there are several t-shirts on display featuring logos of various in-game auto brands such as Nagasaki, Enos, and Fathom, to name a few. We now spot the return of the Blick Company, showcasing one of their vending machines, which happens to be the first appearance of the Bean Machine from Grand Theft Auto 4. Their advertisements are regularly aired on TV and radio. The chain's website features the slogan, "Tastes like fuel, kicks like a mule." Located above the vending machine, there is a sign advertising Terra Oil, whose slogan is, "Waging war on prices." This could be seen as a nod to the oil wars fought in regions abundant in oil reserves, particularly in Middle Eastern countries in the Persian Gulf. Presently, we can observe a business license alongside a customer rights document issued by the County of Los Santos Department of Consumer Affairs. There's also a display list of rates, which admittedly I am uncertain whether they are reasonable or not. And hey, look at that, a clock that actually f***ing works. We can see some flyers on a telephone pole above, but we'll take a closer look when we come across them closer to the ground in a later mission. In the vicinity of the dealership, there's an abundance of graffiti among some security and safety signs, as well as a couple dumpsters adorned with the acronym HOBO. This stands for Household Order Bin Operations, a likely in-game version of the real-world waste management. The term hobo often carries a connotation of destitution or living in poverty, which creates an ironic contrast when associated with a dumpster, an object typically associated with waste and disposal. Atop the dealership, we can spot a label marked as KK1. While it is most likely an arbitrary alphanumeric code on a texture that was meant to go unnoticed, I was only able to discover 2 references to anything related to KK1. One reference is a definition that pertains to a professional corporation that acts as a dealer or advisor, while the other reference is a human leukemia cell line named Cellosaurus KK1. Unfortunately, neither of these seem to have any relevance to the world of GTA, therefore it is probable that it is merely a texture and someone included a random code to add an air of authenticity. As we pull away in Franklin's Buffalo Supercharged, it becomes evident that he has a customized license plate bearing the letters and numbers FC1988. The abbreviation FC stands for Franklin Clinton, while 1988 represents his birth year. And now we head back to Franklin's house to end the mission. In the next episode, we're going to have a look inside Franklin's house and head to the barber shop so that Lamar won't keep talking shit. And while we're there, we'll take a look around inside, see what other jokes and references we can find. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope maybe you saw some things that you haven't noticed before. If there's anything I missed, definitely leave it in the comments below. I'm so excited for some GTA 6 news, but this will have to hold us over in the meantime. This is going to be quite the journey, so click subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like it if you liked it. Peaces.